going on, guys? It's Taylor from Bag Riders, here with Wilson.
What's up, guys?
From Bag Riders. We are gonna work on the E30 Wagon today. We just did some stuff for the 7 Series. You'll see in another episode. What we're doing today, continue where I left off on the management last week. We discovered a new leak as well. It's a very light fluid. Oh yeah, that's... Oh, that might be brake fluid. Let's do some more investigating. Could very well have ruptured a brake line. I mean...
We can put her on the lift and find out.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Yeah. Investigation work. Oh man, I kind of like scratched up.
That's as far as we can go.
Just rolled over, freaking commando style. Okay, pretty good. Give her a buzz. Woo. So it turns out we can't really get a car that doesn't leak. Yeah, sketchy lift. Can't wait to get a new one. That is a brake line. That explains the mushy brake feel. Yeah. I had to pump the brakes a couple of times. All right, yeah, this thing is pretty smoked. So that brake bulkhead flange thing right there. So, well, good thing I'm doing new brake lines on this, Wilson.
Yeah. Let's drop
All right, we'll drop it back down. That's brake fluid. Onto management.
You're leaving a trail there.
Oh yeah, I was literally spinning around in it. Pigmat, you guys want to sponsor us? We use a load of your products. And when I use this, I'm like a pig in I'm not happy. Wait, did this get worse? It just looks worse from here. The car is just getting worse. At once it found out we owned it, it was like, wow, fuck me, fuck my life, I'm out. Okay, so we got the tanks and the compressors all mounted up on here. We're just trying to figure out a plan of attack as far as what we do for some of these fittings, because there's a slight discrepancy in the length of tank. That just happens with that type of thing. Everything is square on this side. However, there's, you know, this tank's like 1/8 of an inch or almost 1/4 of an inch shorter than this one. So if you line up this,
even to this side.
Yeah, so
this one's a little shorter than
that one's actually shorter. That worked out okay.
Yeah.
I think it'll work out, but we're just trying to figure out what the plan is next. I was gonna use so these are all -4 AN, which is 1/4 inch OD line, but I wasn't thinking when I was planning out the compressor side, and I didn't really think about the bottleneck that would create by using 1/4 inch from the compressor to the first tank. So I'm probably gonna do 3/8 inch line from the compressor to the tanks, and then 1/4 inch to connect all the tanks, just because it reduces the volume between the tanks. So science. So this is the leader line that was on this compressor. Open up. We're gonna test you for COVID. Just, I guess, yeah, we got some thinking to do, apparently. So, we could also start laying out some of the harness in here, because we're going to have to do a second compressor harness. I'm not going to take apart the airlift harness this time, because it's going to be hidden. Yeah. So, or more hidden. And we'll just zip tie it up and do that. Look at that red and black. It means power.
That's some strong tape.
Bezos tape. Yep.
That comes apart.
Just give it a good grip.
So these can go on.
Hopefully those fit. Didn't verify.
Yeah, they should fit.
I mean, this could be where we put the other manifold.
Definitely could be.
Although we want it to be kind of stationary on that thing. So.
And we want to be able to service it if need be.
Yeah, we want to be able to pull that out easy, because the idea is that the compressors will probably stay mounted to this, as well as the brackets.
A few moments later.
All right, we got her out from underneath the stairs where the trolls live. Gonna pull those flex plate bolts out. That looks like a 17, 12 point, but I don't know if I have a 12 point. This is this new K24 Flywheel. We did not get hooked up with this. We had to pay full price, but just makes life so much easier. I want to check the starter clearance on this first. Are those gonna work?
No, they're gonna be way too short.
What? Oh, let's see if those new ones. Okay, good thing I got new ones. All right, so I ordered the wrong flywheel bolts for this thing. So we're gonna do some special maneuvers here to make sure that the starter clears. I'm just gonna have Wilson hold the flywheel up as hard as he can, and then stick the starter through just to like see if it works with the flywheel. There we go, that's on. Well, kinda. Okay, there's one more short guy. The get rag. Is it get rag or jet rag, Wilson?
Get rag.
Get rag. Get rag.
What are you thinking?
Let's actually, you know what I'm gonna do? We'll just put the starter in, and then we'll put the flywheel up on it.
All right. What's this box
Hopefully
of goodies?
it's not down in the bottom.
Oh, this here.
It is in the bottom.
Oh, maybe it's for the Miata that you have to shave it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's tight in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's clearing. I just would hate to see it heat up and expand. These guys designed this stuff, so
Should work.
probably works.
I mean, it's got
Like it's almost touching like a millimeter or less.
Yeah.
Up here on the top. Were there dowels on the block?
Yes.
There were.
Yes.
Okay, so it's probably fine. It's not like we're mismatching parts, so I think like it's probably fine. But there's like a significant difference down below.
Yeah. Let's see if the trans bolts up.
Okay. So maybe here we do have to shave the fucking transmission door housing.
Yeah, I think we might.
I'm gonna try to get it kind of thick enough where it comes out, because we may have to do some like weird magic, like offset it.
Yep, yep.
But I also want it to be port matched, so it's gonna have to be like CNC'd maybe, or at least like pretty close on, and then we can finish it out with like a Dremel or whatever. Although
Do we know how?
it could fit okay like this. And these can, I think, move a little bit.
Yeah.
The other option is to like cut this stuff at a certain point and then weld it to
The plate.
a new plate, but
Yeah.
I'd almost rather just figure out an adapter. I kind of like this angle.
So what's next?
I mean, that's really what I wanted to do. Is like,
Yeah.
okay, well now we know we need to shave the bell housing a little bit
Yep.
to clear the starter here, but
Yeah. Shade.
looks like this area, just blast that out.
Yeah.
All right, so before I head out of here today, I'm just gonna try to bend up with a couple of these pieces to connect these tanks. Just because it's 4 o'clock and trying to head out of here by 5. Go have a fire, enjoy this beautiful weather, because it's been a kind of a terrible winter, really. Yeah, just gonna bend up some of this stuff and enjoy myself. Got the door open, the sunlight's coming in. This is actually starting to get a little well, it's not too bad. Sun's not really crushing right now, but yeah, I got this all flared up, this first one, and then I'm gonna bend it, cut it, see where we're at. I'm having a bit of a struggle with the hardline bending, but I think I worked it out, and that's what I'm up to next. You know what I think's wrong is this bender might be missing a mark. I'm gonna try from there. I haven't tried from there yet. And the instructions do have a line on the illustration that this one does not have, so that might have been what was Making this difficult. More difficult than it should have been. How we doing? Didn't launch it.
Hey guys, it's me, Will. I'm hanging out with Taylor. We're gonna divide forces today. Divide and conquer. I'm gonna mess with several things in here. I'll probably try to choose the most fun stuff first and leave Taylor the stuff. Yeah, probably try to route the main 4-gauge wire for our Odyssey Extreme up to the front of the vehicle and then set up these nifty little posts. It'd be convenient to jump it. Taylor's wild management setup, Taylor and Wilson have been putting that together. We don't want to be pulling that out when it has to be jumped.
Looks pretty sweet.
Those are our 2 hole saw holes we made. They're kind of right in there. You see? We're just gonna modify the back of the glove box here. I'm just gonna zip in here real quick and clean up some of my mess that I've created. And then once the wires are run, we can zip this glove box and this panel I pulled out here. Whew. All right, can take a little more interior apart and run up a sweet little power wire, and that should do it.
I figured out a good hardline design, and halfway through decided to cap off all these ends, and then these will all go underneath. The hard lines protrude at the bottom like that. Same thing with the compressor. The compressor will feed down in here, and somehow I'll run it to the tanks. I haven't done the wiring yet. I'm gonna wait to do that until this is getting buttoned up. I took notes on measurements and everything so that I can duplicate them on the other side and make this thing symmetrical. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Will's actually on his way with some burger meat, firing up the grill. It's that time of year. It's one of those days, just a nice afternoon modding. I'm feeling pretty good about where this is going. Hell yes, I am stoked on how this came out so far. Got some beautiful symmetry going on. The idea was to not have any really vulnerable connections. These are pretty sturdy as they are, so if they get bumped, hopefully they're not gonna get bumped in a way that makes them leak. That's it for now on this. I'm gonna start mapping out the electrical stuff basically directly off the battery. This is where the battery used to be, and this is where we're gonna have some pretty sweet jumper terminals in case that we need to jump this thing or charge it. Best we get to it, cause it's about 8 o'clock. All right, so I pulled everything out of the car, put it up on this little cart here so I can wheel it around if I need to.
Plus, if you got to go camping, your
sleeping
bag holder is on hand.
Sleeping bag for your leg.
If you got one cold leg.
Yeah. It's 10:15. We're getting tired. We made some significant progress today. Will has pretty much run positive post all the way through. Comes out here. We have power distribution. I've got a ground block here. Also finished up the plumbing. Still gotta finish up the bottom side. Just tying all that stuff together. But all in all, super good day. And I think we're gonna leave you guys. Without any further ado, we're gonna head out of here for the night and call it. So See you guys on the next one. Peace out. Choo.